Hi, my name's Daddy. I play Clash of Clans sometimes, so I wanted to wish you all and all of the people that you hold dear to you a wonderful, wonderful new year. I hope that your day's been fantastic, and if there's still a little bit of time to come before it is New Year, well, I hope you have a great countdown. So I figured perhaps we could do an extreme farming video. Extreme in terms of extreme in loot, and you guys will know, regulars of my channel will know Vlad from Lunar Rising. He's one of our 4K cut players. In fact, I think he topped out about 4,150. So here he is raiding up at 3,900 today. And check this loot out. It's like a loot buffet, just all laid out in front there. Unfortunately, what Mr. Squiggle, the defender, and that's no insult intended. I just don't speak Mandarin. Maybe somebody could say, pop in the comments what his name is. But his guy has got it laid out. Unfortunately, he laid out too many buildings, so it was certainly possible to get a win and a ton of loot. 683,000 gold, 4,000 dark elixir. All I could say is yum, absolutely yum yum. So of course, Vlad's just finishing off for the with one spell for the cups. So check out Red Wolf. Red is doing a non-standard farming strategy here, involving quad LavaLoonians. Is that no dual LavaLoonians? Excuse me. So he's got the lava hounds down. He's got some balloons. He's got a ton of rage. So this isn't really farming, but it's a ton of loot. So we're looking at what about? I think it's at 300,000 to go. 275. Check those minions, they're just rushing towards that dragon, and then they just congregate over that loot. It's just a joy to see so much loot go down. There we go. So there you go, the minions. So yeah, so I hope you guys had a great New Year's. You celebrated the New Year coming in style. If you feel able to tell us how you celebrated the New Year, wherever in the world you might be, it would be wonderful if you could leave that in the comments. Let's share with our fellow sidekicks, how we saw the new year in, and if there's something that you particularly wanted to mention about somebody, did you a favour or was kind to you, pop it in the comments as well. New Year's a time for celebration. So this is Noct Junior. Noct Junior his main account is in Lunar, so I asked him to come in because he's just gone Town Hall 9. He was Town Hall 8 for so long. This is an interesting archer goblin combination that he's using here on his mini account. So clear out the outlying collectors. The golden rule with farming always is, if it's in the collectors, take it first, because those storages are going to be much more difficult to get to. So luckily, Town Hall 8 doesn't really have enough walls to protect your loot adequately. So when you're holding a lot of loot like this, you better hope that it's a Town Hall 9 that gets you. Town Hall 9s have a 25% loot penalty on Town Hall 8s. As you guys are probably fully aware, the way the loot penalty works, since they made the change, is it's 25% down for one town hall below you, 50% down for 2, and 75% down for 3. So if you're holding 100,000 gold and someone attacks you from the same level, they'll get 100,000. Sorry, if you have 100,000 available for attack and the same level attacks you, then they can get 100,000. If a level above you attacks you, they can get 75,000. If 2 levels above you attack, they get 25,000, 50,000 and 25,000, so on and so forth. It goes down by 25%. That's what I understand it to be. So here's an attack. It's not exactly an extreme attack, but I wanted to share it with you anyway. I'm just triggering all the bombs outside. Clearly, he's put, because there's not much space inside the base, he's clearly got his big bombs and traps and stuff on the outside. You can see that there's no real small spaces for big bombs to be, so it was pretty obvious. So I'm going to pop down some wall breakers, just pop open that wall, and in with the Barbarians. And luckily I've got a couple of wrongly placed wall breaker there. Unfortunately, it's right in front of his splash, but I'm going to do another one. Okay, there we go, smash it open. Luckily I had my heroes, so with my heroes you can see there's a combination of loot in collectors and loot in storages. Of course, I'm raiding a fairly weak Town Hall 9 here, but I'm an equal opportunity farmer. I'll farm anyone as long as there's loot. If you have the money, you can have the honey, as they say. So yeah, so my Archer Queen's very well protected. There's nothing that's going to touch her. Yeah, just clear out the core really. So yeah, I mean, we if you guys are interested, I took the kids to the Kew Gardens. Kew Gardens is a beautiful Victorian. It's a national treasure. It's a beautiful Victorian garden in London. It's owned by the government, and it's, you know, if you ever are in London, you must visit Kew Gardens, because they've got some ancient species of plants that don't exist anywhere else. See, what happened in our colonial history was people. This is history lessons with Daddy. We used to have what's known as an empire. Unfortunately, most people don't remember it very much. England used to own a third of the world's land, and quite rightly, we've given it all back now. But we did have a lot of explorers, and they came back to England on their boats from faraway lands with all these exciting species of plants, and they brought a lot of them back to Kew Gardens and planted them there. And as the species have died out, a lot of them have still existed only in Kew Gardens. So they had a light show. It was a beautiful kilometre long. This is a really odd base. I wanted to share this one with you because it's just really strange. So very premature, but I mean, check the storages. Yeah, so it was a beautiful light show, and the kids loved it. And they had an old Victorian fairground with this beautiful carousel, and it was wonderful to go on. It was an 1885 carousel. What else did we do? Went around in these little cars, which is really nice. It's sort of 1940s cars, and the kids went on those. It wasn't big enough for me, unfortunately. Oh, and so that Helter Skelter as well. It was me, sidekick, and sidekick sister. The three of us just holding on to each other for dear life and trying to get down this thing, and it was really, really nice. Yeah, so that's how we did our New Year's, and then we went on to friends of the family to see the New Year in, really. So yeah, that was really nice. But check this space is just bizarre, and I just had to, you know, I had to farm him out of principle, Mio from Made Man, because it was just, well, the loot wasn't bad, but come on, he needs to learn. What's with those walls? I mean, anyway. So anyway, it's, well, you know, it's one of those bonus bases you find and you're like, great, okay, I got some loot. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I know it wasn't as extreme as it could have been, I suppose, but the loot at the start was good. It was just nice to have a chat, really. So don't forget, Sidekick of the Week is going to be decided on Saturday. Really, the only criteria is just be nice to each other. Really, I'm going to be looking through all of the comments and finding out the people that are nicest to each other. Thank you very much indeed for watching. You guys take care and have a wonderful, wonderful New Year.
Tingle, and then it builds and expands. And suddenly, all at once, my legs won't let me stand. I scratch till my fingers go numb, but my skin never bleeds.